Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, how are you all doing? Welcome to another episode of One Man in His Boat, and we're back, baby, yeah! Why are we back? We're back to full-length episodes. Yes, Mother's deemed it okay to actually visit her a bit more frequently, social distancing of course, and I'm able to give you guys a lot longer videos. Means more work for me, but at the end of the day, these videos are for you. So, lots of news, lots of things to show you. Let's cue the intro, Baz. So guys, a quick bit of news first for you before I take you around the boat and show you exactly what I've been doing for the week. It's reference or registration. We've obviously, you've seen from previous vlogs, we had the right paperwork from Seafish, we've done our bulk construction certificate. However, the MCA need another bit of paper. You see the rhythm here? You know, desk jockeys. Anyway, this time they need it for Cygnus Marine boats. And now they need the preliminary build certificate, so obviously that's well out of my hands, so I've left that in the hands of Karen, who's the head admin officer at Cygnus Marine Boats. Absolutely lovely, love that lassie to bits. And she's taking care of that, so it's just a matter of waiting out. However, that's a good thing though, because our sign writer that's going to paint the name and numbers on, he's on paternity leave. So hopefully that'll tie in quite nice. Once we get the paperwork through, once we let the proper authorities know that we have received the paperwork and we're waiting on the sign writer, then we should be all good to go. Meantime, that means I've got to get the outside of the boat prepped and ready for the sign writer to actually arrive and do his job. So we've got scuppers to cut and finish off. We've got the waterline to finish off. We might even protect the bottom of the boat with the paint that I have for that, because we're going to be putting a barrier coat between the hull and the anti-fouling. We'll go more into that if I do it. So now we're going to go on to the other subject on the MCA. It's for all you guys that are building boats out there. I know you're out there because a lot of you have been in touch, and it's all to do with this takeover from MCA and Seafish. Now Seafish are the preliminary ones who actually are doing the inspections. Now if you're fitting out a boat and you're already in touch with Seafish, you're fine, you can see that right through. However, on the 21st of July now, MCA have now hired, get this, the exact same guys that are doing the surveys for Seafish. Now basically Seafish have stopped doing it from the 21st of July, and the very same guys have been hired by the MCA, under a new name of course, to take over the Seafish inspections. And what I understand is still the same Seafish standard that they're going by. I don't think anything's changed that way. Now, my advice to you is speak to your men, speak to the guys that are doing the surveys and stuff like that. Get it done now, because that'll save you a headache later on. If they've got a general idea about what you're trying to do and how you're trying to do it, then in the long term it's going to do you good stead, because if you turn up and say, well, this is not happening, that's not happening, they ain't going to wash with you guys. So do the right thing, give them a quick email, give them a quick phone call, just say, I'm thinking about building my boat, is this going to affect me? There you have it. They'll give you an answer straight away. They're quite approachable guys, and girls. Right, shall I show you what I've been up to, guys? Right guys, as you can see, I've put some extra strengtheners into the engine hatch, and we've got the screw holes all covered up with some catalloy. And technically I don't really need these, but that was just more peace of mind for myself, because you know I'm very overbuild. I mean, these are absolutely rock solid. You ain't going to move that in a hurry. But this way it can take my weight, so that says a lot. That means it's been built right. And I've cut out a little notch on our, oh, where are you? There you go. I've cut out a little notch here because when you put the beam in place, it was actually just barely touching that. Now the engine obviously vibrates, so I didn't want anything wearing on this bit of hose here. So yeah, that was job number one we've done, and we're going to complete in this video because this has to be glassed in today. That's what we're going to be doing today, is glassing in all the framework, and we've got that big beauty over here. That's to get glassed this morning too. Now, my next conundrum was the pot hauler. Right guys, I had a problem with my pot hauler. Basically what it was I had this huge chunky metal on place on the gunnel, and I wasn't happy with the look of it. It didn't look right, and it wasn't, I just, you know, everything was all sitting at squint, and it just wasn't good. So I decided, right, we're going to rip it out and we're going to kind of start again, and this is what I've come up with. Basically now we're going to have three fixing points really. We're going to have down at the bottom here, I'll quickly zoom down for you. Down at the bottom here it'll be bolted to the actual floor. Then up here also we're going to be bolted to the gunnel. And then I'm actually going to put a piece of metal on the bulkhead and on the top, and we're going to weld onto that, all nice and bolted in, all nice and strong. So that's your third fixing point. Now I know I'm not doing heavy duty creeling, but you've got to build these things right. You can't go half jaked at it. So guys, now that I've actually got it better in my head how we're going to do this pot hauler clamp, at least now my wee door can open. Hey, look at that, isn't that lovely? So there's still a lot of prep work to do up here. I've got to get you another 3 sheets of 900 gram on this part and all the rest to carry on, but we're getting through it. So everything at the back here is now finished guys. I had a wee thought to myself, and I thought, why not put all the wiring that I need into the junction boxes, and that's that part finished. Now that means we can actually seal the top. So we've got that to do. I'll be getting glued and screwed down. Once the glue's dried and that, then I'll be getting our 3 sheets of 900 gram over that as well, and that'll be that finished. So as you can tell, we're getting through a lot of finishing jobs here. Right, let's go outside the boat and I'll show you what's happening outside the boat. Now in preparation for the sign writer coming, I've got to give this another couple of coats, so it's just had a sand down. I'll see if I can zoom in and show you a wee bit better guys. You see the sort of scruff marks. That'll be getting another gel coat. Then there's up here as well, that's getting actually painted red. But what I've been waiting on is the weather getting cooler, because the place is full of thunderflies, man, or cornflies as you normally call them. And all they do is they land in the paint and then they drag it everywhere. Oh, it's a nightmare, it really is. So it's a job to do either early in the morning or later at night when it's a wee bit cooler. Now we've also got the white line to do and my signature wee red stripe as well. So that's still to get done. What I'm actually doing here, this is not paint, this is actually fiberglass. It's just top coat. It's had a scratch down on the actual gel coat of the hull, and we're putting 2 layers of the matte stuff I have, and then there'll be 1 layer of shiny aqua signal gloss it's called. That'll be going on top of that. Then the red line will be getting painted on, so it should look all nicey. And of course we're still waiting on my bilge keel protectors. Come on Cygnus Marine Boats, finger out. Once we get them on, then we can actually think about painting the bottom of the hull. And last but not least guys, the engine hatch itself. I spent a good 2 days doing this, getting it all to this standard. Now all I've got to do now The screw holes have been covered up. We just need to get them sanded down, and then we're getting some coats 900 ounce on that as well. 4 coats will be going on that, I think. 4 coats. 4 coats of 900 ounce. Might as well make it the same as the deck, eh? Nice and strong. guys, that's what it takes. It's a warm one, I tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed your longer episode this week. It was nice to actually make the longer video. However, it nearly took me a week to film, working week that is. I started on the Sunday, it's now Thursday, and I've still got editing to do, so that'll take me into tomorrow at least. So, it's saying that, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below, click the subscribe button and tick that notification bell, and YouTube will make you feel very special indeed, my friends. You can look forward to next week's video, which is going to be the scuppers. To find out more about that, you need to tune in next week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Right, my friends, all the very best. Thank you very much for watching. All the best now.